Hi, Jen Elledge here, sexual health expert and founder of the Talk Institute. Here to do another book review for you for your girls. This one is a popular one called The Period Book. This was written by Karen Gravel and her niece, Jennifer Gravel, who provided a lot of the questions that were asked for girls to first getting their period. So she was her research assistant in writing this book. All right, so this book has simple illustrations in it. It's just a purple book. There's no color in here. When you see color, it's purple. And basically here is where'd it go? There's a index here of the chapters, and I can't even get here. Here we go, contents. So here are the contents of what you'll find in here. Changes of puberty, those you can see, and then those you can't see. There's a section on menstruation. What to wear will be the pads and tampons. Seeing a gynecologist, again, there'll be a section on your first visit, but it's only 5 pages long. Is this normal? These are really good questions and a lot of popular questions that girls have as their bodies are changing. And then there's menstrual problems and how to handle them. The what if section, these are popular. Well, what if I lose the tampon string? Or what if I put it too high up? Will I lose it? So that's an example of some of the questions asked in the what if. And what your parents might like to say to you about this time of you growing up. So I love that she used her, that Karen used her niece to interview, who was probably at puberty age when she did. I think that's great. Okay, so is this normal? Let's see. It will talk about boys a little bit in this book too, so you'll see a little bit about sperm. Actually, in the beginning when it talks about puberty, you see a little bit about boys and their changes of puberty. So we'll talk about breasts, skin changes, hair in new places. Here we go. Changes of puberty. So you see a little diagram of the boys. So this isn't, even though it says it's a period book, it's more than just periods. It's talking about boys a little bit too. There's also a little part in here that shows a girl looking at her vagina with a mirror. And that's a fantastic thing to do. I think that a lot of girls have never looked at their vagina. But I will say I've had some feedback about this book too, that for some families, this picture makes them a little bit uncomfortable or it just catches them off guard. It's on page 14, so it's kind of early on in the book. So for some people that could be, maybe they don't think their child's ready for that for any reason, okay? But it's definitely fine, and encourage women should look at their body and know what their bodies look like, okay? All right, as it continues on, you'll see it'll talk about the body parts. There is a little part on the hymen as well that's covered in here. Cervix. Oh, and it talks about different cervixes. I thought, and uteruses, the way that they tilt, which can cause changes in the type of cramps you feel. So some people who have a tilted uterus towards the back, a backward tilt, might have back pain instead of stomach cramps. So that's kind of interesting and something you don't see a lot in books. I see people skip that. Yeah, so really simple. Again, if you, I think it was published in '96. So if you want to go to your local library and take a look at this, or if you want to purchase this book, it's definitely a good one. There's great stuff in here. It's written as if a child this age was asking questions. So I love that. And it's definitely worth checking out. Okay, Jen Elledge here, sexual health expert, and I will see you in another book review. Again, this book was The Period Book, written by Karen Gravel. All right, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.